So we were going.
Yes.
Okay, I'm really glad this is the beginning. Hi everybody, welcome to Gamer Breakfast. My name is Jalbagel. I'm joined by my co-host SkojSkull.
Hello.
And we have our amazing, beautiful, fantastic, now in fully moving 2D glory, Rennslyaer.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome. Oh my goodness.
So if you guys don't know Rennslyaer, you should. Ren is a fantastic human being who is a huge advocate of VTubing. I think I heard you suggest like VTubing and PNG tubing to more people than I've heard anyone else like ever.
It's nice.
But was tragically flat and motionless for like what, a year? And then
flat and motionless.
Like a year and a half.
Like a year and a half.
Since I started streaming, so that's about 20 months.
Wow.
20 months, nice.
Yeah.
Oh wow. So you're sorry.
Now flat and moving.
Yes.
Still flat.
No boobs.
Yeah, so for some of those that may not know you, Ren, care to give us a little bit of an introduction on who is Rennslyaer?
Dog.
Perfect.
Great. All right.
No. So I'm your typical like variety streamer. I stream a lot of Monster Hunter. I love Monster Hunter.
Hell yeah.
I just love my dumb bullshit. I just go online to be cringe and loud and hopefully entertaining.
Yeah.
But I'm a dog. I'm dog. Very much normal dog. Bark, bark, woof, woof. You know, the whole 9 yards. Look, I can wag my tail. I'm a real dog.
Shit. Does it have a
real
speed?
dog.
It's like
No, sadly.
Oh my god! I just want it to like go like
enhance it.
crazy. It's just
wag, wag.
Vibrate.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
No, that is definitely one thing I'm gonna. Speaking of like models and stuff, is oftentimes you can ask to upgrade your shit over your stuff. Sorry, over time.
Oh, you can say the
curse.
shit word. It's okay. You can
Hell
say the shit word. You can say the fuck word.
She
We
said
don't
the
care.
fuck word.
Sorry, I just the other day I was spending time with my father who I said fuck once and he was like, watch your language, and I'm like, I'm sorry.
Yes,
I remember
Sorry, Dad.
I remember when you started your subathon and you were talking about like your parents, and I remember you talking about your dad, how he's like very, very straight line, very wholesome. And you're trying to like explain what you do to them.
Oh.
Yeah. Like genuinely attempting to explain to my parents is a little hard. Like my mother 100% understood when she was like, can I watch your stream? I went, no. and she was like, I just no. And she was like, okay. And then my dad immediately goes, why not?
Oh.
And my mom was like, just don't ask. Honey, don't ask. And I'm just like, Dad, you wouldn't like my humor. And he was like, what does that mean? And my mom was just like, stop asking. And I just had to be
That's funny.
I make very inappropriate jokes. And he was like, oh, you mean like toilet humor? And I was like,
step up.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh,
and I
man.
think he finally gave up and stopped asking when my mother said, it is things you do not wish to hear your daughter say. And he was like, oh. Okay, I get it now.
I'll drop it now.
He doesn't get it. He does not.
Oh my gosh. Oh man, but so especially
really
with like
funny.
some of your PNGs are very lewd sometimes.
I'm gonna take a big sip. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my gosh.
That'll be interesting. Because I know a big part of your like content and your screen presence was having like all the different PNGs and the different like models with them and stuff like that. Like, I know that was a really big thing.
The Gremlin one's my favorite.
Yeah.
and we're talking about like upgrading models and stuff. Is that something that you plan on doing?
Oh yeah, there's already a lot of stuff in the works. Like if you liked the Gremlin, don't worry. Don't worry.
We're getting a live 2D Gremlin?
The Gremlin.
Yes.
Oh
yes,
my god.
The Gremlin.
Yeah. Oh.
So
Hey.
Yeah. No, it's honestly one of those things where I didn't realize how punnable my name was until like I started streaming.
It's
I was
really
like, yeah, this
punnable.
is a good name. This is perfect. And then I just started realizing like how many ways I can make puns with the name Ren.
Yes. How do you pronounce the last part of your name? Because I was like looking at it. Slayer. I was just Slayer. Oh, okay. Because I was like looking at it, so I was like typing in Leia. I'm like, please be correct.
I mean, like the thing is everyone always asks that, and they're always just like, "Why did you spell it that way?" And I'm like, "I'm dyslexic."
Oh, nice. I was gonna ask if Slayer was already taken.
Oh, yeah, that could be it too.
Go with.
It's actually so like there's like an Irish name I was initially trying to use because I'm Irish, and like first of all I spelled it wrong, like entirely wrong, and then I also misspelled it with how I thought it was spelled.
Oh.
And then I just looked at it, and because like I showed it to my dad, I was like, yeah, look at this is what I'm gonna call myself. Like that's a nickname I've had for a while. And he just went, you spelled it wrong. And I was like, huh? He's like, you know, it's spelled like this. And I literally looked at him and went, my way's better. I like mine more. And
This
then I
is
just
better.
stuck with it.
That's amazing.
That's pretty funny. That's
yeah,
great.
no, it's
Oh
it's
man.
literally just like, well, my way is actually better. Thank you.
Yes. I plan on so speaking of models, I plan on getting a pair of tits, I guess you could say.
Oh, the Twitch integrated
Balloon
throwing
tits.
system. Yeah.
Balloon
I
tits.
love tits. Me too. I love tits
yeah,
too.
it's because I have a whole thing with like Philkini or Skoikini or whatever, and so I'm gonna have like balloons instead of like actual boobs.
You know, actually, there's already, you know, those like there are riggable live assets actually that you can add to your model, which are like excellent. Yeah, and there's been a boob one for a while. So you can just toggle an item on and off that moves.
There you go. Right on top. Just done.
Yep.
Oh no.
Bam.
I can't wait for you to start doing nonsense like this. And I'm just gonna get there and sit there and go, yep, that's my podcast husband. It's mine. Be like mid podcast and suddenly you're gonna have boobs and you're like, oh crap, I hit the wrong button. Oh no, you can't see that.
You know, one of my favorite things is my friend Gravy actually has a redeem. Like he's just a little gator, like an actual little gator dude. And he has the redeem that says add personality.
That's pretty good.
And it just adds like he's a tiny little green alligator in a t-shirt.
That's amazing.
And it just adds these very clearly human boobs his model that have like a blue t-shirt, and he's like, oh yeah, look at my tits, look at my boobs, I have so much personality, they're very real and very much mine. And I'm every time he does it, it sends me.
Oh my gosh, that's fucking amazing.
Now I know what I'm doing next time I'm on Gravy Stream.
Redeem personality. So
add personality.
You have you always been whoa, this is my brain, hold on,
Start over, Skoj. Start from the beginning. Think about the sentence first, picture the words in your head.
Right. Well, how did you come across Twitch? Did you always know about it? Like, how did you first start getting into like live streaming?
So I'd known about Twitch for a really long time, actually. Like I'd known about it since I was in I think early high school, because I knew some people who streamed on Twitch even back then, some friends of mine, and it was something I'd honestly always wanted to try to do, but hadn't actually had like the correct time and place for me to be able to do streaming, because, and this is me admitting it, and I'm sorry for everyone who's gonna laugh at me and just be like, ha ha, but I grew up using Mac.
You're up using what?
Oh no,
this is Computers Anonymous.
Macintosh?
And I am a Mac user.
Oh no.
It's okay.
But I like my Mac for my personal needs.
Oh.
But
What are these personal? Okay, should I even ask that?
I like the operating system. Oh. Yes, it's for reading my fan fiction. If you really want to be that direct about it, it's so I can read AO3 unbothered, okay? No.
Oh man.
like because I used Macs, I didn't really have a PC that could stream games because I was also like on a pretty low end Mac laptop.
Yeah.
So I didn't have anything that could actually play games, let alone stream. And then like when I finally got my own PC, I was not in a situation where I was like, yeah, I can stream without the risk of my parents walking into my room.
Oh.
Yeah.
and interrupting me and accidentally saying my name.
Oh yeah.
Like that was the thing I had to get very insistent with my father on, and I was like, you cannot call me anything else. Like you can call me my childhood nickname of Widget, or you can call me Ren, but you can't call me. Yeah, he gave me the nickname Widget because I'm small.
Yeah, the widget's just a small thing. That's all it is.
Small program. And
plane.
he's a computer nerd, so he was like, you're Widget. And I was like, this is bullying. But yeah, it
Perfect.
was I'd had, to be honest, I didn't really watch much Twitch before I started streaming myself. Like there were a couple streamers who I did watch, but I mostly like watched like compilations of their stuff on YouTube, also just because with my old job I didn't really have time to watch streamers.
Yeah.
Because well, there were days where I had like short shifts. There were also days where I'm like, yeah, I'm working a 14-hour day with no breaks. Let's go.
Thank you.
No, I'm good.
Yeah. It was good money though, so I couldn't really complain.
No.
Yeah.
But,
My goodness.
But yeah, no, it's streaming is something I've wanted to do for many years, and it wasn't until actually Bones pushed me to like actually get off my butt and get started
There you go.
that I actually did something. But yeah, the first game I ever streamed was Monster Hunter Rise when it came out on Switch.
Oh shit! There you go.
Hell
Nice.
Yeah,
And I guess
starting out with the right game.
exactly.
I guess the next question would be like, what was your first Monster Hunter game then?
The first Monster Hunter game I ever played was actually World. I am a fiver.
High five!
Yeah!
Let's go.
Baby 5. No, I'm kidding. I don't care.
You know, it's funny because like it's just that like World was the first one where I've always had a lot of friends who like Monster Hunters, just none of them were able to convince me to play the game until they were like, listen, this one's on PC, okay? And like, I can help you. Like, I promise I can help you. And I was like, God, fine, I will get it and I will play with you. And then I played it and I was like, I now have a new addiction. Goodbye, League of Legends. You go in the trash.
Wait, what game?
League of Legends.
Oh.
It's my
You say that so ashamed,
Yeah.
and you know why.
I mean, I feel like it's
we
a good
all know
addiction to
why.
throw out.
It's okay. I
mean-
played Smite the other day for the first time in like a year and a half.
Yeah.
And you know that just started a whole train of emotions again, like the ups and downs and everything, and me being toxic again.
Before my monster addiction was Overwatch, so
Yeah.
that was
Before
unhealthy
that was
for me.
COD.
It was World of
It was.
Warcraft, then it was League of Legends, then it was League of Legends and Overwatch. Then they ruined my wife Mercy, and I'll never forgive them.
Oh.
And then I went back to League of Legends, and then I went on to Monster Hunter.
There you go. Oh,
It's okay.
man.
You ended up in the
Your
right
game.
place. You've
Yeah.
ended up in the good place.
The good place.
Oh yeah.
The bad place.
This is the bad place.
Oh man.
This is League.
This is the bad place.
So wait, so you just like recently got into streaming, and then you decide to hop into a subathon?
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, I
My
mean,
goodness.
people know about my subathon where I took like in the summertime, because I used to work in education. I was like, you know what, summertime would be a perfect time to give myself like 2 weeks vacation for Monster Hunter Rise, and I can do a subathon. I'd already done one before, or 2 actually, that had gone pretty well, but they had been capped at like 2 to 3 days, and like they'd gone well. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna set this one as a 2-week cap because I'm gonna push myself. And also I know I'm gonna want to play Monster Hunter Rise for like 2 weeks after it comes out.
Yeah.
And so I made a joke where I said that if I reached 10,000 subs, I would quit my job live on stream as a joke. Because 10,000 subs in 2 weeks is kind of fucking ridiculous.
A little bit.
Yeah, it's a little bit like of an insane goal, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, I've quit my job. Yeah, the subathon kind of started going insane, and then like, so we reached a point where I was like, well, I was very quickly approaching having to quit my job because of how things started blowing up and going absolutely apeshit. And I was like, wait, no, that was just supposed to be a joke. So then I had to have the moment where I was like, I cleared with my wife and I was like, is it actually okay if I do this as my full-time job? And she was like, yeah, I mean, as long as you're making enough money, it's fine. I don't care. You can always go back to your old one if, you know, if it doesn't work out, like it's not that big a deal. And I was like, okay, cool.
Sick.
I have had to cut down the time that subs add to my timer. I have had to do so many things to try and defeat this subathon because it has blasted well past the realm of reality. Like, I reached a point where I was just like, after like a month, like 2 months, I was like, I can't stream all day every day anymore, please. My body can't handle this. It's so exhausting.
Oh, I can imagine.
And then, like, even from there, like I instituted like a mechanic called Frenzy, where I was like, yeah, if we hit 250 subs in 1 day, I will go back to our old rates, which, by the way, the current rates of time are 1/5 of what they used to be.
Oh my god.
Still, the timer will not go down. For like after I instituted Frenzy, after cutting down the rates, I was hitting Frenzy like every single day for like 3 weeks, and then going beyond that. So like the timer, I think the highest my timer ever reached was 1,060 hours. Yeah. And this was like
goodness.
Normally 1 sub adding 1 minute.
Jeez, yeah, I can imagine like how much that puts on you, because I've done like 24-hour like live streams here and there, and it takes me like a few days to recover from that. So I can't imagine like this.
Yeah, like I was trekking along for a pretty good long time before I eventually was just like, I can't keep doing this. So I mean, like, I actually did a 24-hour stream for my debut, and I told people on my debut, when I finally showed this off, because, you know, I thought it was perfectly reasonable to do a subathon and like even to uncap it and be like, yeah, it'll definitely be over by the time the debut is done, because the debut isn't happening till like December maybe.
You know what your next investment?
Fool.
Yeah, you know what your next investment for the model needs to be?
Yeah.
Clown makeup.
Yep. No, that's actually a
that's genius.
Like, I need you to be able to put me in a clown wig and makeup, please.
Yep.
You need to have like a slow fade to clown makeup too sometimes.
Yes. Like it's really been a thing where just like every time I'm like, there's no way this is gonna happen, it happens. Where I was just like, haha, I won't play. What was it? There was something where I was like, I'm not gonna have to play Callisto Protocol because I'll say you have to give me 1,000 subs in 1 day. Lol. That's not gonna. I'm a fool. I'm a clown.
Man. Like every single time
they can do this, you will have to run out of money. You can't make me. I'm wrong, apparently.
Every time.
Yep.
It was really funny though.
Mario 64 happened.
Yep. It was really funny because I was watching a lot of your subathon, and you're like, there's no way we get to 500 subs. And the next day it's like, there's no way we'll get to like 700. And the next day it's like, there's no way we're going to break 500 hours. It was literally every day you were just saying something else. And you're like, we aren't going to do that. And then
there's no way the timer can reach 1,000 hours. My favorite part of it hitting 1,000 hours was that we were getting close, and I was like, okay, if this happens, I need a backup plan, because I don't know if the timer can even go above, like the program I'm using can even count above 999 hours. So my plan was to have 2 of the program running simultaneously. And like, and they were getting really close in the moment. I was like, hold on, I haven't checked that the backup I don't have the backup plan in place. I don't have the backup plan in place. Stop. It's like, I'm like, please, I don't know if it's gonna work. Hold on. And then it cracked over 1,000 as I was trying to launch the second copy of the program, and it just kept going. And I was like, oh,
It does work.
it works. Okay. Or like the first time someone cleared out my entire throne wish list.
Oh
And I was
my
like,
gosh.
there's no way that's gonna happen again. Happens again. There's no way anyone's gonna buy me a VR headset. Happens. There's no way like someone like the one thing I will say, the one thing I was right about is I put a house on my throne as a joke because I was just like, you know what? I fucking dare you. I dare you people at this point. Fucking bring it. I put a house on there and I was just like, can I have a small loan of $1 million? Please?
I thought you were about to say it. I got it. And I was like, wait, no.
Wait a minute.
God, no, not actually. No, that was
That would have been
definitely a moment
insane.
where, like, I will say one of my main donators remains anonymous, but they like I had them be able to like contact one of my mods about maintaining their privacy, and even that donator was just like, yeah, no. They're like, no, I need to buy I want to be able to get myself a house.
Yeah.
like that someday. No. And I was like, you see?
There is a limit.
Right. I just have to set the bar so astronomically high that it seems insane.
Ren's sitting there at the whiteboard with the scoreboard, and she just puts one tally under her name, and then looks over to chat, and it's like 150.
I bested you all.
One win.
She's just at the corner, just like arms crossed, like I did it.
I won. Finally.
I did it.
Oh my god. No.
I'm sorry, was that cringe?
No.
I guess from
Dude,
what you've mentioned, it's on brand, I guess.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Gotta do it again.
Fantastic. Oh man, and you're also are your own artist as well. Like you make your own art and everything as well.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm not that talented. No, all my like the model and the rig were done by the artists of Clover, the group Clover. So that's Clausy Ozzy did the art for my model, and Zephyr did my rigging, and they both did an amazing job.
Yeah, they did fantastic.
Yeah,
Applause.
they did a really
Shout
good
outs.
job.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like there's actually a few things that I didn't mention to them that they got spot on without even me giving them input. Like this, one of my friends who knows me actually legitimately said one thing I needed to be able to do on my model is this. Apparently,
the wide eyes.
She's like, well, you can open your eyes so wide. Like you need to be able to do that with your model, because I normally will have my eyes like half closed, but when I actually fully open them, like they're huge. She's like, you need to be able to do that. That's critically important. And they actually did that without even me asking. It was just they knew. They're psychic.
They know.
But,
they're in your brain.
Yeah. Yeah, no, most of my original PNGs, not all of them, but most of my original PNGs were actually done by my best friend, who I roped into helping me with this. She also did all my emotes, except for the 2 feet. That was my friend Quinn.
Oh my god.
To be fair, she drew those as shit posts before I asked for them to be made into emotes without my request, like not at my request. She did those all on her own, and then I was like, let's make them official.
That's fucking amazing.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, no, I most definitely did just rope like my it was like my best friend who's an artist, and just did the thing of like reaching through the door like some sort of horrific monster. Like, I need you to help me with this. She's like,
Here's
no,
ready.
I don't wanna. And I'm like, I need your help. I don't know anyone else who can make me a little PNG tuber, please.
Oh man.
And same with emotes. Like every time I go to her and I'm like, so I'm gonna need another emote because I also unlocked all the emote slots, which was another thing where I was like, that's not gonna happen.
Happened
It
immediately.
Yep. Happened like 2 days later.
Oh man.
Like every time I go to her, I'm like, so I'm gonna need another emote. It's as you know the meme of just like grabbing the Kermit plushie and like strangling it. What she sends to me every time. I'm like, so can I commission you for another? She's like,
Go away. Oh my gosh. That's amazing.
oh,
That's
God.
been it's been amazing like seeing you go from, I mean, because like I'm pretty sure I started watching you around the same time that you started streaming.
Yeah.
And then just seeing you go from starting out to quitting your job was insane. It was amazing.
Yeah, I like I've been. I
2
remember.
years, quit job.
Yeah, I remember. I definitely remember seeing your tweets where you're just like, "This is unreal. I'm actually quitting my job," and I'm just like, "Oh, that's awesome!" Like
That
honestly,
reminds me.
I just want to say this. I'm incredibly proud of like everything you've accomplished so far because this is
Thank
absolutely
you.
huge, and you're able to do it with you and your community. So, fucking congrats.
Yeah.
No, it's I
One
will
of the
say,
success
like,
stories.
Yeah. One of the like getting into streaming was honestly very scary because
Yeah.
I was very worried about
All of it.
you know,
Literally everything.
everything of it all. Just like I was genuinely pretty worried about being able to build a community or just like gather a good collection of people just being nice to each other, and like I'm actually really happy with like and surprised in like the best way possible, where like I found it kind of funny because initially one of the reasons I didn't even go on Twitch for a while was because I had some friends when I was younger who admittedly were not very nice people, but they were insistent that like, oh, Twitch is just full of terrible people. There's no one nice there. Everyone there is so rude and blah blah blah. And I was like, oh,
Yeah,
guess
we're
I
dicks.
better avoid. And then
Skoy's
then I
kind of an
go
asshole.
there, and it's like
That's why I
one
moved.
of the nicest platforms I've ever been on. Like there's so
Yeah.
many
Yeah.
genuinely like creative and like kind people there. And I feel it's just like any other platform. You just gotta ignore
Yeah.
the people who are rude.
Oh, absolutely.
Exactly.
You know, like I've never met so many like wonderful, like not just like viewers, but like other creators, like, you know, like you guys.
Oh,
Like there's just so many really
We're toxic. What are you talking about? We're awful.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Just
you're
wait.
so toxic.
Yeah, just wait. The second half of this podcast is us flaming you the entire time.
Yeah,
for being
we
cringe.
have
I
the
mean,
receipts.
that's
We
fair
have
and
it.
deserved. That's fair and deserved. I knew the canceling would happen one day. I'm ready.
It's coming.
I'm ready.
It's time.
Take me out back like old Yeller. I'm ready for it.
You're gonna have your
It's okay, Papa. I'll do it.
You're gonna have your
It's okay.
canceling vacations, just like, oh no, I'm canceled. See you in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Oh man.
But yeah, no, it's really nice to actually like it's not even just like, you know, people being nice to me, which is nice, I won't deny, but like genuinely, like you get to see when you make a community, you get to see so many of like your community members become friends, and like you get to see how they support each other, and that's just like a really nice thing, you know, like
Yeah.
particularly with Monster Hunter, like when there's like
Oh,
new
yeah.
people who come by and are like, hey, I'm kind of interested in the game, and then like so many people come out of the woodwork to just be like, hey, what are you interested in playing? Do you want any help with quests? I can make a brand new character and start from scratch just to help you out.
Yeah, I think that's one of the best things about the Monster Hunter community. Is just that we're always excited for new people, and we kind of like come in like here's Johnny, and just like coming through the walls like, so you want to play? You play?
You want to play Monster Hunter?
So yeah, that's always awesome, and it's more wholesome than it sounds from how I explained it.
Like aggressive
Forcing
kindness.
people to play.
Aggressive guy.
No, but it is. Like, I will say also the funniest thing to me is just like anytime I'm having difficulty with a hunt like Fate. Like
Yeah.
just immediately 5 people will be like, hey, you want some help with the fight? I could carry it. And I'm like, you know what? Actually, yes. I want Fatalicized and I don't want to work.
Oh man.
Oh god, so good.
It's so good. So yeah, like
Go on,
what is
Skoy.
like what's your next step from here?
Honestly, I think just more of just being a cringe dog,
Yep.
you know. But now
Seems
I
to be
can
working out.
move.
Yeah. How's it feel
You
to
know?
actually like have this whole thing? Like you can move now.
It's honestly great. Like I will say, one of the most fun things I did is immediately on my debut, everyone got to see like the kind of dumb bullshit that I've been wanting to do for ages. Like when I just I invited some of my other VTuber friends on, like actually like yesterday, or not yesterday, the day before, my friend and I swapped models and just spent like a good 20 minutes pretending that we hadn't. So I was just like, what do you mean? My name is Lady Lunairi. I don't know what you could possibly mean. Like everything is completely normal. What's your problem? Why are you being weird? and
That's
and just
amazing.
things like my friend like Nagi, who's a snake, you know, like pretend like she bit me and I like, oh no, and I like turned myself onto my side and she's holding me and I'm like, I want to become a force ghost. Oh. And then I fade out of existence. It's just the dumb hijinks that you can get up to are like so much better than when you're just a PNG.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
I mean, also, like, I won't lie, tits is pretty good.
What?
The Twitch integrated throwing system, tits. Is
Oh,
really
that-
great.
yeah.
Don't you love tits? I love tits.
I mean that too, yes. But
Tits are my favorite.
oh my gosh. I was
like-
confused for a second. I was just
throwing
like,
thing is fucking hilarious. Though.
yeah.
There's so much like good stuff you can do. Like there's you
With
know
tits,
like for
absolutely.
example, yeah, I know, right? But like I set things up so like there's stuffed animals that can be thrown at me, and like I made it so like there's a like a 10% chance that one of them is just made of metal. So it just makes the Pringles, you know, when the kid gets hit in the head with the Pringles can, he's like, like every so often instead of going like squeak, squeak, it'll
Oh my gosh. There's some
like, oh,
yeah. There's some really cool stuff that people have made out there too. Like someone made like a Monster Hunter meat thing. Someone like they made like the Pochita from Chainsaw Man.
Pochita.
Oh, it's so
I only
cute.
recently got into Chainsaw Man, and I
What do you
love
think?
it. She really likes dogs.
Yep.
I'm scared. As a dog, I am afraid.
Yeah.
Oh my
man.
god.
Have you what anime are you into right now? I've done it. Are you proud of me, John?
no.
I did it. I pressed the anime button. I've done it. On a gaming podcast. I
VTuber.
pressed the anime button.
I'm gonna check out. Y'all have a good conversation.
Okay, but wait, what if there was a Monster Hunter anime?
There is.
What? How did I miss this?
There's the stories, Monster Hunter Stories Ride On.
Yep.
Ride On.
Oh,
It's
okay.
great. It's like Pokemon, but things die.
Oh,
Oh my god.
I mean, to be fair, Pokemon had a time where a man abandoned an animal and it was slowly dying because it would die as soon as his tail fire went out, and he basically
Yeah.
attempted to kill the animal via neglect. So,
Yep.
Isn't Pokemon great?
Pokemon's such a happy, kid-friendly thing. That
God.
episode definitely didn't traumatize me as a child.
Same. It's still in my brain. And they still do that shit.
I still remember, like, it was traumatic to see the Charmander with the little leaf above its tail.
It's so sad. Or what about the one where like Ash almost died? Like, well, we know that Ash dies basically in every movie, but like the episode where he was in the ice cave.
Yeah.
Oh,
and,
he almost
like-
freezes to death, and all the Pokemon have to huddle around him. Yeah,
Yeah.
boy, that was
Messed
traumatic. It didn't make me afraid of snow.
That's why. That's the episode's the reason why I never left Florida.
Yeah, that's why I never left Florida. It doesn't snow here. I can't die in an ice cavern.
Oh my god. But as for anime, I really want to start watching Gundam G-Witch. That's one
Oh.
I'm very interested in. It's definitely. I promise it's more than because there are lesbians in it. I swear.
I was just about to ask.
I've never heard of
it. There are other reasons that I want to watch it. I swear.
That's fucking amazing.
Just the lesbians are the number one reason, and then it's big mech fights.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of really good reasons to watch it.
Exactly. But right
man.
now the only thing I'm watching right now is Chainsaw Man, and then I'm gonna watch Gundam G, which I think once it's all done, because the cliffhangers in Chainsaw Man were killing me so hard that I literally went and like rush read the entire manga.
Oh
Hell yeah.
man,
So
the manga is so good. Oh my god, they're doing a fantastic job with like the anime and everything too. I'm so happy with it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, it's been a really
Can't watch it.
good watch.
Yes.
Can't watch it.
You can't watch it?
Why not?
Too gory for me.
Too
much.
What?
Yeah.
It's just too much.
I'm sorry. There's just something broken in me.
Just don't watch Made in
Every
Abyss
time it
then.
gets super bloody, I'm like, yeah.
Oh my god.
Red.
Red. I think the goriest anime I've ever watched is actually something I'm watching currently, which is Made in Abyss. Holy shit.
We'll watch that.
Oh yeah.
I thought Attack on Titan was rough. This was like like 3 notches
Grime.
above that. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Yeah, like okay, I'll be real here. Like Tokyo Ghoul was one of my favorite mangas, and I will forever be angry at the anime for destroying the
Same.
entire plot line, which and second of all, like angry that they just like toned everything down to a ridiculous degree, and I'm like, no, I want to see that person bending fingers backwards and then eating them. What is this? It's like, but the whole point of the like a huge portion of it is like literally the body horror is supposed to be a huge part of the story and like make a statement about like how horrific this stuff is. Like it's meant to be upsetting, and then they just,
but we
like,
can't
got
show
rid
that on
of it.
Toonami.
Well, they get rid of it, and then they're like, look at how evil and horrible this is, and you're like, but they didn't even do anything. And it's like, the point is that you're supposed to see these terrible things happen and be like, that is horrible, it is inexcusable, like this is really hard, this is not really super morally gray, it is actually pretty bad. And then they just erase it and they're like, it's morally gray, and you're like, but there's nothing happening.
do you remember the one manga panel where he like turns into the ghoul and he's like, I am a ghoul, and then the anime scene where it's literally him just calm, collected, white hair. I hate am a ghoul.
No, like in the manga, him having a full scale like episode of ego death panic attack, and in the anime, I'm so cool. And I'm like, yeah, way to go against the entire theme of the entire comic, which was that this is not cool or good, and that this anime protagonist mentality is toxic and bad.
Like he didn't just grow white hair out of nowhere. It's like it actually came from stress and just like
it was like based on the actual thing that happens when you're under that much extreme stress for a long time, where your hair bleaches. It's not because he's suddenly supposed to be cool now. It's supposed to be like, now his trauma is literally visual. Like you can actually see it's left a physical mark on his body, even though he can heal from injuries. Like this is something that he hasn't healed from. And then, oh wait, his hair turns black when he represses his memories, or it starts to, and then it goes back to white again as he starts remembering, because the whole point is that it's supposed to illustrate.
Anime was a mistake. I'm saying anime was a mistake.
I'm sorry. I'm ranting about Tokyo Ghoul. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I totally get it. I'm still reading it actually. Like
the title of this episode is now just going to be the Remlin, but it just says I am a dog.
Like that one gif of like the dog fucking just like oh my gosh. But
I could not have picked a better animal. I am just like, I might not be a chihuahua, but I got that chihuahua energy.
It's perfect.
That Napoleon syndrome.
What?
Oh well, like one more thing to like
didn't say shit.
Are you calling me
man.
small? You'd be right.
I saw that picture of you next to Nagi, and I was like, wait, is that like actual size comparison?
Yes.
Why is Nagi huge?
Because she's like almost 6 feet tall. That's not
Oh
even
my
a joke.
gosh.
She doesn't look it, but she's actually like almost 6 feet tall, and I'm like barely cracking 5 feet, and I'm just like, Mommy's taking me to McDonald's.
Oh man.
It's like it's just
swear.
I just imagine just the PNG, your old PNG of you like this, but in like a child harness and a leash, and Nagi's just holding it.
Just like, oh god, not again.
Perfect.
Going to Mackie D's.
Oh. Oh, now you're making me
Complete
crave
and utter
McDonald's. What the
gremlin.
fuck?
Sorry. I'm pushing you towards bad life decisions.
Great. I'm all for it.
Mhm.
Yeah, Skoj just wants people to make bad life decisions for him.
Oh man.
All right, well, now that you got Tokyo Ghoul out of your system, hey, what games are you playing?
Oh man.
You just played Portal 2.
You aren't just like a monster hunter like some people on the podcast.
Yo, variety.
Boy.
I've never played Monster Hunter in my life. What the fuck are you talking about?
I've
Never,
never
he
played
says.
Monster Hunter. I definitely didn't theme an entire outfit after Mizutsune. No, why would you say that?
My character's not loosely based off of chaotic gore. What the fuck are you talking?
Weird.
Mhm.
Yeah, so no, what are you playing now instead of Monster Hunter? Because we're all done with that game.
I mean, I want to go back
my
to Monster Hunter. I miss it. I miss playing World. I don't think I'll go back to Rise for
Right.
a little while, but I want World. yeah, World.
The
World. But I've honestly been trying to branch out because early on, I will say in my streaming career, I did kind of only play Monster Hunter, and I got in a situation where I was like, I'm kind of scared to play anything other than Monster Hunter
Yeah.
because the Monster Hunter community is one, so nice, and two, what if people only want to watch Monster Hunter?
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. But like, luckily that's not the case. People
Yeah.
like come to your streams for you. That is an important thing to remember as a creator. Like, they come there for you. It doesn't matter what you're playing. So there are times where people won't want to watch what you're playing because they don't like it, like gore or whatever. Like when I tried Doom, there were a couple people who were like, "Oh my god, this is so violent! I can't watch."
And you're just like, yeah. You're just barking at the screen.
Red.
Red dog. But
Oh,
I've been
man.
playing like actually one of the games I want to play next is Sucker for Love, which is a Cthulhu dating sim.
Oh, that's great. Sucker
It's
for
so
love. I love
good.
it.
That sounds
It's a really
amazing.
good game. I'm excited for it. But I've been playing all sorts of stuff. I've been forced to play more horror games. And a lot of platformers, specifically because I am bad at both. I am a huge baby. I can't handle horror. I'm very easily scared, and I
Same.
just end up like on the floor crying. Like people are like, "I want to see you get scared," and then I play Resident Evil 2 with the heart monitor on, and then there's a point where people are like, "Okay, maybe you should stop. Like,
Maybe you should
maybe you
stop."
should actually like lay down." And I'm like on the floor already crying, being like, "I don't want to play this anymore."
That sounds like
Oh,
me
People are
playing,
like, "I'm worried that
RE8.
you're taking actual psychic damage." And I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I tried to play Village and had a very similar experience.
Yep.
in like the first 2 minutes of gameplay though.
Yes, the first 2 minutes of gameplay took me 35 minutes, and it ended with me getting jump scared by a rat, and then I bought Luigi's Mansion instead.
Which is still
Oh, man.
scary. There are some scenes where I'm
No,
just
it's
like,
not.
yeah.
It's Luigi's Mansion. The difference is the immersion, right? The difference is putting yourself in a situation where you have to make decisions that you know are going to be led into like jump
Bruh.
scares and moments that are going to scare you.
When you
That's just torture for me. That's
when you
just
go into a
self-harm.
dark room in Luigi's Mansion, oh man. Okay.
Oh, jeez.
See, like,
I love Luigi's Mansion.
It's great.
I honestly I only tried the original Luigi's Mansion recently, and I had a very good time
So
with
good.
it.
So
Yeah.
So
good.
good. I actually.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I actually
No,
like
you first.
Wait.
Oh my god.
I don't think I've ever completed like the original first one. Like I played it but never completed it.
I have most definitely
Long
beaten
game.
it.
That was it.
That sounds sus.
I have beaten the game.
Is there like an asterisk? Is there like a cliff note? I feel like I should. The way that you're saying that makes me think I should doubt you.
Something
It's a
tells
good
me.
game. The final boss is some real bullshit.
Oh, the final
Yep.
King Boo.
Yep. It's some real bullshit.
Spoilers.
Sure.
What the fuck?
Oh my gosh! Shut up!
It's
You literally walk into the mansion, and the EGAT is like, "You gotta catch King Boo," and you're like, "I wonder who the final boss is."
I don't read dialogue. Okay.
What do you mean? Spoilers.
I don't even know who we're looking for. I'm
Hey, did you know
kidding.
Cloud is the protagonist of Final Fantasy VII? Sorry, spoilers.
What?
Ren, how could you? We have such
I'm
a dedicated Final
sorry.
Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy VII Remake fan base here who have never played the game and are dedicated to not getting spoiled for it.
I'm so sorry. I messed up.
Can't
How
believe
dare
it.
you? My
Can
goodness.
never have her back on now. Now we cancel her.
Now we can.
That's very fair.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So spooky games, Doom. You're gonna play the which I looked up Sucker for Love. It's literally just it's literally just Cthulhu, but on a big titty anime girl.
Oh
Yeah,
gosh.
boobies.
Have you played the one where
That's
it's like you
hilarious.
date weapons or
Neurons
something?
activated. Wait, have I played the one where you date? Oh, the one where you date pigeons?
Weapons?
No, weapons. Yeah, there's that one too. There is one where you can date pigeons. That is real.
boyfriend!
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah,
yeah.
you can get yourself a pigeon boyfriend.
Yeah.
By the way, my favorite thing about How to Full Boyfriend is they don't like humanize them. They're literally pigeons. It's literally just pictures of pigeons.
I got you a gift. It's feed.
Yeah, but like I also have been like slowly working my way through the Mario games. I do need to actually play Super Mario 64, which I'm not looking forward to
Game's
because
a mess.
Oh.
my
You
favorite thing is everyone who's like, you should play it. It's like, it's the best platformer ever made. And I'm like,
It's the worst platformer that exists.
Here's
so-
Odyssey,
it's
by the way.
it's horrible.
Yeah.
I've played Odyssey. I like Odyssey
Oh,
actually
Odyssey
quite
is
a lot.
amazing. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. It's
Odyssey's
just like,
great.
here's Odyssey.
Play Odyssey
It's
instead.
really good.
Here's one with a functional freaking camera.
Well,
But yeah, the other one where the camera doesn't even work 80% of the time is so much better, I'm sure.
Oh man.
Yeah,
you
no, I
played
actually got in
Sunshine.
trouble for saying yes. I've beaten that one on stream actually.
Oh wow.
That was one where I
Like,
was
actually.
like Sunshine. Yeah, like actually beating it. What are you implying?
What are you-
What are you implying?
When are you gonna finish Luigi's Mansion?
I did though. I beat it.
Pinky up and everything.
Pinky up. Pinky up.
Oh no.
Pinky
Oh
promise.
no. That's amazing.
See, I pinky promised with actually all 5 fingers on both my hands, so it means more.
Right.
All
right.
5 of your fingers are pinkies. Just every
Yes.
one.
Terrifying.
That's horrifying.
I don't want to see that
It's
image.
awful.
Instead of a
I don't-
thumb.
Talk about
Oh,
real
man.
body horror. Just all
Yes.
pinkies.
It's all pinkies.
Yeah.
Always.
Are you playing Pokemon?
Oh,
Yes, I have been. I actually want to
Talk
play it
about
some
Pokemon.
more. I might do that today.
It's
Actually,
so fucking good.
Yeah.
It's so
We're
good
gonna have
and
vague
buggy.
Pokemon talk now.
yeah. I will say what was funny to me is like one of my friends dropped in to like watch me play a little bit last time I played it, and
Mhm.
within 10 minutes we were running into a lot of bugs.
Oh no.
And it wasn't even 10 minutes before serious visual glitches and other stuff was happening. And I was just like, yeah, Pokemon. I will be real and say the one thing I'm disappointed about, and it's minor. Like, I mean, there's all the other stuff. I don't know. But I'm actually kind of bothered that I can no longer catch Pokemon outside of combat, like in Arceus.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
like that
yeah,
is
I
the one
forgot
thing where I
about
was
that.
like I genuinely like that mechanic because it did incentivize me to use different types of Pokeballs. Like I actually was incentivized to use different types, and now I'm just like, yeah, it doesn't matter again.
Ultra Ball,
Yeah.
Ultra Ball,
Ultra
Ultra
ball,
Ball.
quick
Ultra
ball,
ball.
quick ball.
That's actually.
always quick ball. Yeah.
I finished the game and I bought 200 quick balls. It was like time to finish the decks.
Yep. I have literally been just trying to complete my decks, and I haven't even beaten the second gym.
Oh,
Like my Pokemon are like level 35, and I'm like, I've beaten one gym.
they're level 35 and not listening to you. You're just like, attack! And they're like, no.
Well,
No,
I'm
so I
like,
found
Thank
out
you.
something.
What?
Yeah. So the gym badges only affect Pokemon that you catch.
Yeah.
So if you catch like a level 5 Pokemon but level it up to 50, it still listens to you. But if you catch like a level 25, it won't listen to you.
Yep.
You're lying. What?
No, I found that out. So
actually-
that actually like resolves one of my issues with the game, which is it forces you into doing the gyms, which it doesn't.
Oh.
Turns out.
Okay. Oh, so we were just like completely wrong in that podcast.
Yeah, we're complaining about nothing. Imagine. Just like the rest of the Pokemon fandom. I'm calling you out.
That is one thing I'll say, right? Where I was kind of worried because, like, well, if it's open world, what if I just wander around for too long and over level, and then I can't control any of my Pokemon, and then I'm just doomed. So I'm glad they had the oversight to actually preemptively solve that problem. But I'm still over here where I'm just like, what? I want to throw Pokeballs outside of combat.
Yeah.
Like, the sneaking has no purpose being there if sneaking doesn't give me a better chance at a critical catch.
It does.
It does.
Yeah. Catching a
I guess I'm
Pokemon.
talking out of my ass too.
Welcome to the podcast.
yeah,
You fit great.
Yeah, catching a Pokemon off guard increases your catch chance. Your catch rate.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I just missed the
Well,
whole
the
like
more you know.
sneaking up behind them and throwing the balls at them and like specifically hitting them from the back mattering, and I don't know. I found that to be like the most fun mechanic they had in Arceus.
It was
like
a lot of fun.
Sneaky,
You just
sneaky,
wanted to throw
sneaky,
rocks at
sneaky.
animals. That's all you wanted to do. You just wanted to pelt animals with rocks.
You can't prove it.
Shifty eyes.
That's the best part about the VTubing now. It's just like we can tell you're lying now.
What?
Yeah.
Whoa!
No. You don't mean.
What do you mean?
No, but
Besides
I've
the
been
slides.
thoroughly enjoying it.
Me too.
Thoroughly enjoying the
Yeah.
game.
I didn't
I started my
realize.
second playthrough.
Yeah, I didn't realize you can. Should I even say this? I don't know how far.
If
Oh, I
you
don't
are
care about
avoiding spoilers for Pokemon, stop listening. Hey Ren, are you avoiding spoilers for Pokemon?
No.
Oh, okay. I didn't Okay, I'm gonna say right now. I didn't realize you can fight the gyms again.
Oh, you
Yeah,
can?
well, it's part of the post game. Yeah,
Oh.
I was like, what?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
actually pretty cool.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the post game is you fight all the gym leaders again. They have like level 67 Pokemon, and then you do all of that. But it's to unlock like you have to do it if you want to
Oh.
unlock higher raids, like the 7-star Charizard
Oh, okay.
event that's going on. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not getting that Charizard. hey,
Well,
hey
so
Joe, can I
you got
get a
another
Charmander egg?
Yes, but in 2 weeks the Charizard event actually comes back. So if you aren't there yet, you still have another 2 weeks to get there and then get ready.
Fuck it! I still have to get through Stormblood too. Like I'm just behind in everything.
So much to do.
I know. I always like feel bad. Like every day, I'm just like in my head. I'm like, I have to get through Stormblood. Dajjal's gonna disown me. I have to.
No, you don't have to do anything you don't want to. I mean, like, listen, if you do it, then we have something else to do on stream, and if you don't do it, then I disown you. I mean, like, it's just one or the other, really.
I'm excited for that 24-hour Rathalos stream. That's gonna be fun.
Oh my god. No, do you think it? Oh, wait, hold on. Are we gonna? Wait, hold on. Is that what I was just saying? Like, we should just grind it a couple nights a week, or like a one night a week, or
I
something
thought
like that.
doing
But you just want to marathon it.
Yeah, I thought that was the plan. Just marathoning the Rathalos.
Oh my
Skoy, I wanted to do minimum eye level and sync ourselves to it to make it as hard as possible.
Well, it's gonna be a very
So
long
yeah, we
stream
can do it
then.
in 24 hours. Let's do it.
Final Fantasy
Oh my
Subathon.
Might as well.
Oh, man.
That's a great idea. Honestly, yeah, let's just do that.
Oh, shit.
Well, if you want some advice, if you're gonna make this Subathon,
How do you
I can
like?
give
Hold
you
on.
some
Yeah.
warnings of caution.
How to
Words of
stay
caution.
sane?
How to stay sane.
Rule 1, put a cap on it. Rule 2,
Well,
do not remove the cap.
Yeah, don't do what I did and remove the cap and then have to put a new cap on like 3-4 months later, 5 months later. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
But I mean, what I'll say is like you can just treat it as like the cap. Like I think honestly a good way to do it is to treat the cap as if we hit the maximum goal, the subathon's over. Like
because then what do you go
maximum
for?
goal of subs. Yeah, because like I mean I literally tried to incentivize people to stop by being like, yeah, the next goal, I'm gonna drink some water on stream. That's it.
Everyone's
drink a glass of water.
Hydrate, let's go.
No, they were though. They all were though. They were like, "Oh my god, that's the coolest thing ever. Let's do it." And I was like, "No, that's a joke. It's a bit. For the love of God, it's not that funny." And they all go, "It's kind of that funny though." And I'm like, "It's really not."
The funny part is you having to put the clown makeup on. That's the funny part.
That'd be funny. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
like,
It's
if only that was
paint.
something I could get done by like, oh my God, imagine if I could have that done by December 31st, that I like at the end of the subathon when it finally ends, I just
Round 2 Subathon.
There's got to be an asset for you just to put the red nose on.
Oh
There's
yeah,
gotta
100%.
be.
That's easy. I want to like.
Done.
I actually have some ideas on how I can sort of pseudo do the clown makeup, and it has to do with like Live 2D's ability to like do to like do
layers and
overlays
stuff.
and change color. Yeah, because like when you can do stuff like this.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Mhm.
How do you
Like,
do that?
Mm.
Oh, this is I can show you later.
Oh, okay.
Wink.
How do I? Hey, hold on. I can do that too, guys. Oh, that joke's gonna play really good with the Spotify.
Oh,
the
he
Spotify
just-
audience.
he just
I turned
turned his
my
lights off,
guys.
yeah.
Tracing.
Oh,
Bagel's got
man.
the ray tracing turned on. I'm sorry,
Oh,
my
yeah.
PC isn't powerful enough
So
to handle
proud.
that.
Yeah, right. I have the most
Oh my
advanced model
God.
here. It moves with me. See?
Oh my gosh. Oh man,
It
he can
looks like
pick his
you're
nose
actually
too.
interacting with objects. That's so cool.
Whoa!
Let's
Yeah,
go.
you can pick up anything back there. That's all part of my model too. All of it.
He can walk. He's a live 3D model.
Yeah, and no mocap suit. Oh, it's the best.
Damn.
Oh my
Impressive.
God, you've got to share this technology
Yeah.
with me. It could change the world.
Oh man. So what did you? So you convinced like a lot of your friends to like get into VTubing and like like PNG tubing and everything. What'd you do to convince them?
Well, I mean, I kind of sold a
Gunpoint.
lot of people. I kind of sold a lot of people on the idea where I'm like, look, I mean, one reason I wanted to get into VTubing is just because I'm a hyper paranoid person, and also like I like anime. I'm a dumb weird nerd. Like
Yeah.
Just like the
I
rest of
also
us.
I love having like OCs. I like having like making characters, doing character design. Like that stuff's just fun. It's just fun.
Mhm.
And like there's a lot of weird dumb stuff you can do with live 2D that you can't do if you're if you're not streaming with an avatar. Like I never would have been able to again do like the dumb thing where I made Nagi hold me and then faded into out of existence as I died from snake venom. Like you can't do that with like normal like without like VTubing. It's not possible. So like there's weird stuff you can do. You can get yourself way more into a character when you're streaming, if you want to. Like I
Yeah.
just be my normal cringe self, but it's objectively it's less weird when someone's like do the owa owa and I'm ow ow if I look like a dog.
Yeah.
It's less weird and it's like it's clearly more fun and just like lets you be silly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, just like with a lot of my friends, I was just like, yeah, you can do a lot more silly fun stuff. You can like the objective also thing is like I don't have to fucking look nice when I go to stream. I am in my sweatpants I am in my stained t-shirt. Sorry to ruin the illusion. I'm in
What?
my
Oh,
stained
no.
You don't look
t-shirt.
like that.
My hair
What
looks
do you mean?
terrible. It's in a frizz pile. I didn't bother putting on makeup. I don't have to do anything.
Yeah. That's
I
like
can
a
be
huge benefit.
so lazy. Like, I don't have to try and look nice before every stream because I just default look good.
Hey.
Oh,
And
my
there's
goodness.
also just like it was the extreme benefit, especially during the subathon. I could literally wake up, look haggard as hell, but just get on my PC and look fine. Because like,
Yeah, exactly.
Buzz walks past my room and is like, "Oh my god, are you okay?" And I'm like, but everyone just sees like I look like a cute dog. There's
It's like you're
nothing wrong
happy
here.
all the time. It's just nothing's going on, and then it's just.
Definitely am not wearing the same shirt from 7 days ago. No, there's been some shameful things I've admitted during the subathon. I'm like, listen, when you're just streaming all day for like 18 hours,
Yeah.
passing out, going back to streaming for 18 hours, passing out. Like there was a week I did not change my shirt. I won't even lie. I was so tired. It was just like wake up, grab nearest object, put on, stumble into stream room, sit in chair. I try to make funny, fail,
Exist for
Die.
18 hours, sleep again.
Yes.
Oh,
Rise,
man.
eat, sleep. Rise, eat, sleep again.
Yeah, I keep throwing around the idea too, because my stream anniversary is January 1st every year, right? That's how anniversaries work. Did you guys know that?
Good one.
Whoa. That's a really good stream anniversary, though. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, no, I love it because my first stream was a New Year's resolution, so I'd stop being so depressed. Anyways, it worked. Weird.
Oh my god.
So yeah, no, so my stream anniversary is January 1st, and I never do like I've never done a 24-hour stream because I'll stream for like 8 hours and I'll be like, I want to die. So I think I'm gonna do one. Then I don't know though.
I can
Like,
give you pointers
playing around
if
the
you
idea.
want to do 24-hour streams. Like I've done a few of them now, and like I know I'm built weird where like most people I know are like, yeah, 4 hours of streaming, and I'm oh man, I'm so tired. I can't keep
Built
going. And I'm over here like 10 hours. Like I'm literally my
Slamming on the
resolution
desk.
has been
Just do shower percent every day.
since starting the subathon, or like at this point in the subathon, I'm like, I am not gonna let myself stream more than 8 hours. At least like I can do more than 8 hour stream once a week, but I have to cut myself down to only streaming for 8 hours every time. Like I can keep playing the game if I want, but I can't like keep streaming.
Yeah.
I actually have to enforce these rules, but like
I mean, it's smart to do that.
yeah.
I need
But
to.
with 24-hour streams, my main recommendation is like give yourself a loose schedule. Like of things that you plan on doing at certain points in time, and like genuinely plan in a break time that like I did that for my debut where I was just like, yeah, I'll just do a media share when I eat, and I'm gonna plan to eat somewhere in this window, and then I'm just gonna do media share because that's a lot more relaxing. You know, I'm not super stressed if I'm quiet for a minute or two. It's okay because we're just watching funny videos. We're chilling.
Yeah.
So like
Good
give
idea.
yourself breaks, and then also just, I mean, literally just telling yourself, if I get too tired to continue, it's okay if I stop the stream early. Like everybody will understand. No one's gonna get mad at you if you're actually like, I know I said I was gonna try 24 hours, but I just can't do it. And if someone gets mad, that
Perfect.
person.
Oh my goodness.
Like you just tell them, this is my classic, eat my ass, fuck you.
I don't
care.
Like that, I think that's just like an all around like good tip in general. If you planned on
absolutely.
doing something and you like either have to cancel doing that thing or you no longer want to do that thing. I felt so bad that I didn't finish the Monster Hunter 1 blind any percent run that I did, because I got to Cephadrome. I was so upset. I was just in such a bad mood. It was my birthday too. I didn't want to be in a bad mood on my birthday of all days. No, so I said, fuck this, I'm done. Fuck Cephadrome. And I got out of that. And I think that's just like a great rule. It's like, if you are no longer enjoying doing the thing that you're doing, just maybe stop. Weird. Even if you promise to do it, just stop. And then don't do that thing anymore. And then you're happy.
Yeah. I mean,
my gosh.
there's been like a few, like one of my rewards from the Subathon was for me to play Bloodborne, and like because I don't like Souls games. Sorry, I'm sorry. I know it's an unpopular opinion. I just don't find them fun. But so I was playing it, and I was getting legitimately really angry. And like, there was a point where I was just like, yeah, no, I can't keep going. Like, I never promised I was gonna beat it. I said I'd play it, and I played it for what I felt was like a reasonable amount of time. And I was like, yeah, guys, I can't keep doing this. I'm legitimately getting really mad and not having fun. And I don't think that this is fun to watch. Like, me getting, like, I've had multiple people just tell me that when I get angry at games, they're like, this isn't funny. I just feel bad for you. It's like, I kind of want to give you a hug. Like, I feel like you're not okay. And I'm like, I'm going to break this thing. Like, I was so angry at Bloodborne. I literally was like, now time to take the disc out of my PS4 and snap it over my knee. I was
Did you do it?
molding for real. No, God, no.
Oh, damn.
No.
Now I'm disappointed.
Yeah, that's money. I can resell that.
Yeah,
that's true.
We can give it back to GameStop for 3 cents.
Yeah. No, I mean, actually, funny thing is, like, the funniest part of that stream is that actually the copy I had was a Japanese copy, because I bought Bloodborne when I was living in Japan.
Oh,
yeah.
Wait, you lived in
PlayStation
Japan?
games. Yeah.
Oh shit.
But PlayStation games aren't region locked. So I was that's also why my copy of The Witcher 3 on my PlayStation is also Japanese.
Oh.
But it was the fun thing of trying to navigate the menus in full Japanese, where I'm like, oh god, I haven't been practicing. Oh no. Oh no, I can't read most of this. Oh no.
It's like instead of
Yeah.
it's
a set of glyphs.
Instead of clicking like save game, you just click like exit. It was like, wait, no.
I accidentally killed 3 of my beautiful character creation babies. Like, we were trying to make horrific monsters, and I murdered 3 of our children, and I felt so bad because they were beautiful in their horror. But yeah, because I accidentally reset the character creator 3 separate times.
Oh shit.
Because I kept selecting the wrong thing, and then it would restart. I was like, no.
I have absolutely done that, like playing Rise, because when I speedrun Rise, I play in Japanese because it's faster. And I'll be like trying to test something in Japanese and be like, I don't know what any of these. What are all these menu options? 5 up, maybe? It's 5 up, and I just close the game. I'm like, okay, well, I guess we're done.
Spear it over.
Yeah, whoops.
Oh goodness. Oh man.
Oh man.
Yup. So Bloodborne?
Skoj, this is a segue.
Is this a segue? I'm trying to think of the segue too. So Japan.
Oh, no.
How is it like living in Japan?
It was actually really nice. I loved it. It was definitely a good life experience. It was I went from being, I mean, I am now unfortunately because of COVID back to the point where I can't handle public transit, but I went from being like completely unable to even like ride a bus or anything of that nature to like just randomly deciding, yeah, I'm gonna just take the train and go halfway across Tokyo for no reason. Just because I want
to. And now we're back to not getting on the bus.
Back to not riding on the bus. But you know, like, I mean, the important thing here is like I felt bad about that for a while, and then I just changed my mindset on it, and I was like, listen, I did it before. That means it's doable again. I can get myself back and like comfortable on public transit again.
Yeah.
If I did it once, I can do it again.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Japan was crazy, and like the level of convenience there is genuinely like not something I was used to. Really? I also wasn't used to like big cities. Like Tokyo is like New York style big, right? Like in terms of the number of people there and how dense it is. It's as clean as an American suburb. There's not even gum on the sidewalk. Like, what?
That's wild.
That's crazy,
Yeah.
honestly.
So I actually joke, I'm like, it's the only major city I could ever see myself living in because it's so clean. Like
Yeah.
every time I go to New York, no offense to the New Yorkers, including my friends who live there, but like it's gross.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, every
Dirty.
street
New York.
I
is like
feel
shit.
like I
I'll
need
say
a
it.
shower
Yeah.
after going outside.
It's fucking
Yeah.
gross in New York. The amount of times I visited there, and I'm just like the smell, the stench, and just everything. And then I visited like my girlfriend in Canada. I'm like, oh, we're just gross.
Yeah.
It's just us.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I will
But,
say
like-
that too. Like, out of all of the American cities that I've been to, St. Louis has been the cleanest one that I've been to, and that's saying a lot.
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah. I did like St. Louis a lot. Keep talking about St. Louis. But it's only been like to a handful.
Mm-hmm.
Miami's gross. I go there all the time.
Don't go to San Francisco. I can confirm.
I've
it's
been to
terrible.
San Francisco.
Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah, I went there after
Sorry.
TwitchCon. No, it was great.
Oh yeah, you did.
Where did you go in San Francisco?
The whole San Francisco. We went to
Oh.
everywhere. I have a friend that lives there. He showed me around the entire place. We went and we hit up all the spots. We did everything. I rode public transit. It's great. Rode the bus.
Nice.
The rail cars?
We didn't do the trolley
No.
because it costs more money. They
Yeah,
wanted like
but it's
$5 to ride it, $8 to
But
ride
it's
it.
cute. You get.
I immediately regretted.
car.
I immediately regretted the decision. If you guys don't know if you guys don't know San Francisco is built on one hill.
What?
The whole city is built on the top of a hill. And when I say hill, as a Floridian, I called that a small mountain.
Yep.
And there was the trolley car. My friend who lives there, he's been living there for a while, goes, you know, take the trolley car. We got to go up the hill. I looked at it. I'm like, it doesn't look that bad. Like, let's just walk it. Like, whatever. You know, it's like that costs money. Like, let's just not do that. Let's walk it. And we get up like a third of the way, and I said, I have made a fucking mistake because I looked in front of us and it was just a wall. It was just straight up. It was literally just straight up. And I was like,
Your feet
I
are
can't do
literally
this.
at like a 90-degree angle, and you're like, wait a minute.
it's literally a 50-degree slope. It's awful.
Oh God.
Yeah. So next time I go to San Francisco, which probably been like a year or so, I will be taking the cable car if I have to walk up that again.
Yep.
You should come
'Cause fuck
visit
that.
in New Hampshire, wherever we drive, and there's like a hill or something like that. People wanted to decide to like drive in the middle of the road and almost cause an accident. It's great.
Why would I do that? That sounds awful. I could just do that in Florida. Like today.
You don't
Like
need
today,
hills.
I'm just driving in a suburb, and somebody stops in the middle of the intersection.
What?
Like, okay, what are you doing? They just stop, and then another car pulls up next to them, and they're just stopped in the middle of the intersection. I'm like, I want to turn left. What are you people doing?
Oh
Do
my
this
God.
elsewhere.
I was visiting my cousin in Connecticut for Thanksgiving, and we've experienced like a lot of weird ass drivers in Connecticut. Like, there's a lot of weird drivers. Like, I was talking with him. He was telling me a story of how like he was at work, and he was telling his coworkers about like some crazy drivers, and they were talking all about that. When he was on his way home, like there was like a roundabout like kind of thing where you kind of like drive around in a circle, and the person in front of him just drove straight through it.
Perfect.
Onto the other
And
side.
that's speed tech. It's faster to go straight.
I was like, what the fuck? What is wrong with people?
So the moral of the story is live in Japan where cars don't exist and everything's public transit.
Pretty much. Oh,
Were you living
man.
there for any particular reason, or were you just like, I want to live in Japan, and then you just did that?
Oh no, I can't just do things like that. That's expensive.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I was doing a study abroad for a full year actually when I
Oh,
was in
shit.
college.
Hell yeah.
And like that was a rough one because I was a STEM major and like
Mhm.
oh my God, trying to make that work and take like science courses at a Japanese university. And like here's the reason why I say it's hard. Not because the courses were hard. They were too easy.
What?
Because the
Huh.
thing about Japan is up until university, schooling is like murder. They like are grinding you against the stone. They are working you nearly to death. College in Japan is just expensive daycare for young adults. If you don't want to do anything, if you literally just want to fuck around for 4 years, you can fuck around for 4 years and still get like a B+ in every class.
Right?
All right. Well, I
Like,
know where I'm going for
sounds
college.
great.
This is the admittance I
right?
will have. There were at least 2 classes where I didn't pay attention in any lectures. I didn't study at all, and I still got an A on the test.
Wow.
Like,
But the other caveat to this is that you needed to know Japanese.
no, because like you can go
What?
to the because like this where I studied was actually Waseda University, Waseda Daigaku, which is like
Mhm.
Japanese Harvard, but like when I
Okay,
was there,
go off.
well, no, I am proud of this.
You should be.
Yeah,
Proud
absolutely.
that sometimes I have more than 2 brain cells that I can
Just
rub
rubbing them together, create friction.
Proud. Jals, share one between the both of us.
But like when I was there, like you can study at the their international school where the classes are taught in English. And like, but if you go there, to be fair, they do make you take like basically for all the classes I was taking in English that were related to like my major, my actual major
Mhm.
back home, I had to take twice as many classes in Japanese about the
Oh.
Japanese language because they put you through an insanely intense program to improve your Japanese. And it worked until like
Yeah.
I left for 5 years and didn't speak to anyone and also didn't practice reading. And then I lost a lot of my skills. But point being, like, you had to take basically twice as many credits in Japanese courses. Like, so I was in a very intense language program to like make sure I would be able to function in a foreign country. But
Yeah.
like I think the worst example I can provide of like how easy Japanese university is, one of our teachers gave us our final and then let us grade our own final.
What?
By
Nice.
the way, we were not
How'd you do?
required to enter our answers in pen.
Nice.
And he just put the answers up on the board and was just like, yeah, those are the answers, grade your own tests. And then was just like la 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 at the front. And I was like,
Now we cheat.
And now we cheat.
I
Paid good
did
money
it.
for that degree, goddammit. I'm getting an A.
I know that like literally everyone else cheated. Like I literally
I
watched
absolutely
as like the
would've.
person next to me erased answers and filled in the correct
Oh
one. And I
my
was just sitting there
gosh.
with
was
my
me.
sheet
That's
and I was
me.
just like, okay. And then I actually corrected my test. I still got an A because it was a psych course that I already like knew a lot about and they didn't have a more advanced one on the topic,
Proud.
unfortunately. But like I literally just was like, am I the only person not cheating? Are you
Yes.
okay? But I also just
If
like looked at
everyone's
this and I was
cheating,
like,
it's not cheating.
this
on,
man
big brain.
had to know what was gonna happen. Like he's
Just
not
didn't care.
stupid. He just
Yeah.
he actually just didn't care. I don't think. Like, oh my god, it was really funny to me though, like how many earthquakes we had there, and being a Californian, like I was very used to them. I was like, yeah, this one's fine, this one's not a bad one. But like I had a lot of friends at the international school who were either European or not from like areas of the US that get earthquakes.
Yeah.
Not from a fault line.
During the safety drill for all the foreign exchange students, the safety information drill panel about like what to do in an earthquake, we had an earthquake. And it was the best part because the instructor at the front, she just paused and she went like, huh, oh yeah, this one's not a big one, we can just keep going. And like me and the other Californian I knew who was with me were just like, yeah, this one's fine, this is a small one. And like my friend Clement was just like, like panicking. What do we do? What do we do? And I was like, bro, this isn't even a big one, like it's fine.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, it was great to just
Yeah,
just
I
randomly just everything. Like there were way bigger earthquakes than I've ever had to deal with in California. And like you could just like the entire building you can feel is like swaying a little bit, and you just be like,
Jesus.
eh.
I'd never experienced that until I moved here to New Hampshire, and then like the entire house was like swaying. I'm like, oh, this is new.
You get
Yeah,
earthquakes in
it's
New
really-
Hampshire?
Yeah, like there's been a few here and there.
Is this like the earthquake
Hampshire.
where you all freaked out on the East Coast? I was actually living in Boston, I think, at the time when there was an earthquake on the East Coast, and just some of my friends and I memed on all of my East Coaster friends who got very scared where we took like a picture of a table where like one of those white plastic chairs had fallen over and it was like never forget and then the date because they were like,
well,
my
dude, we
God,
do that about
there was an
hurricanes.
earthquake, and we were just like
hurricanes I don't miss.
We
My
do that with
goodness.
I don't know what
hurricanes.
an earthquake is.
It'd be a picture of the chair that got blown over because that was like literally what happened here. We had a hurricane like 2 years ago, and everyone they were talking it up so much. And the worst that happened on the news media was a white plastic chair got blown over, and then they literally put the hurricane's name and the year. It just said
my
never forget. And I
gosh.
was like,
It's amazing.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's always so funny because like we had there was a potential category 2 that was gonna hit the east coast of Florida, and it was a glorified summer shower. But it was always funny just like posting about it. I was like, yeah, it's probably gonna be like at most a category 2, and like everyone that's not from here is like, that sounds serious. Like it's gonna flood. There's been like a lot of winds. Like this place is built to be underwater. It's fine.
It's so funny because like
Built to be submerged.
Liz has told me, so it's like, oh, Jal's probably going through a lot of stress. I'm like, no.
I put the shutters up. I started streaming. Out of sight, out of mind.
Oh my god.
During the entire hurricane, Mia and I were cooking, like having cooking dinner that night during the entire hurricane. And every
Oh
now
my
and then
gosh.
I would like stop talking and like look out, like look at the window because I had shutters up, and I would just hear the shutters rattle. I'd be like, well, that was a little gusty. It's fine.
A little gusty.
I think like the worst storms I've been in actually have been like when I was living in Boston. Speaking of snow, there was one year where we had a blizzard so bad on my birthday of all times that we
Hell yeah.
like, it was fine because like a friend of mine who shares my birthday was in the same dorm as me, and we
that's
just baked
nice.
ourselves a cake
Hell yeah.
That was
and
cool.
had like a little party inside. But like there was a blizzard so bad like they shut down the whole school and everything, and like there was no way to get out because like there was like literally like 2 or 3 feet of snow that got piled up because we were like our school was kind of in the woods, so
Shit.
there wasn't really much you could do to get out. But I also had that was the first year I had my dog.
Oh.
And so I took him out in the blizzard as I'm like in my like fur-lined hat, and I'm in my down coat, and I'm in my like thermal underpants and like shirt and all that other stuff and all these layers and my heavy duty Hunter Welly snow boots and all this other stuff, and my dog's just like, like running through the snow, having the time of his life, and I'm there like holding the 100-foot leash because I just let him go nuts, and I'm just like shivering out in all these layers, like, oh god, when can we go inside? And I'm just like, just go to the bathroom, and he's like, wee!
I don't understand dogs and how they handle like temperatures like that. It's crazy. Like they're
Built
just like,
different.
all right, we're just gonna go outside with like paws and the ice and everything, just like jump around and eat the snow.
He's built for snow. He's a caisson. Like he's like imagine
what?
like he's a caisson. Like imagine a Samoyed, except they got all sorts of gray markings and they're a bit smaller.
Oh,
So he's very fluffy.
Is that what your other like little dog VTuber thing is based off?
No, that one's a chow chow, which is what I'm supposed to be. Well, kind of.
gotcha.
I mean, people who know what a chow chow looks like, no, I'm not a chow chow, but I'm a chow chow. Wink.
Wink.
So my
Hey, these
tongue
things are
is
cool.
blue.
It's just like a black and white.
Oh my
it's just a black
gosh.
and white Samoyed. That's all it is.
Yeah, they're really great dogs. So he is what I love about them is that they're supposed to be barge dogs, meaning like they're supposed to be a boat dog. They're supposed to love water, and every single other one I've known loves water. Today it was raining.
Oh no.
He still hasn't pooped yet.
Oh.
He won't go outside if water
Aw.
touches his little precious feet. He's like,
Yeah. He's fragile.
no.
I get it.
No.
You gotta have optimal conditions. I totally get it.
He's literally the most prissy dog I have ever had, and like the most like he is the biggest drama queen on the planet. Like the smallest thing will happen, and he's like, "I'm dying." I'm like, "You're fine." Like, I think my favorite was like I think he like lightly bumped his foot, and like he was limping for a whole day afterwards. My foot, and I was like, "You're fine. Like, I know you're fine. There's nothing in there that's broken. I've checked your foot over. You're totally fine." He's like, "No, I'm in so much pain."
I love that with dogs sometimes. Oh my goodness. Oh man. They're just like,
me
drama
brushing
queens.
him. Yeah, like I'll brush him because obviously he's a fluffy dog. He needs brushing, and he'll just be like screaming and crying, and I'm like, "You are fine." It's being done to you, like think like German Shepherd or Husky levels of screaming and sobbing. Where he's just like, "You're killing me," and I'm like, "I'm literally not. You are fine.
You are perfectly fine.
Yeah."
Every now and then you get a tweet from you that's my dog's trying to kill me.
I'm fine. My dog's trying to kill me.
Yep.
So yeah, I think that's a good place to stop.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, thank you.
Are you doing it or am I doing it? Skoy, come on.
I was just gonna say a quick thank you, cause like fucking like we've been thinking about getting her on forever, but like that was like you started the subathon and you're like, no, never mind. I guess we're not doing it.
Yeah, that's when we had the thought of like we should ask Ren to get to join us, and you're like, hey, subathon. We're like, we will not ask Ren right now. And then
so
it never ended.
funny. Yeah, because there was like a time where it's like, oh, it's like I know it's higher.
Yeah.
Skoy literally messaged me, goes, is Ren's subathon almost over so we can have her on next week? And I go, LOL, no.
Now, no.
Just a screenshot and it says 760 and Skoy's like, what?
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my god. Recommendation for anyone thinking of doing a subathon: plan accordingly. Do not be afraid to cut your rates. Do not be afraid to put a cap on it if you feel overwhelmed.
Yep.
Or, I mean, you could try the thing I tried, which didn't work, but I know it did work for a friend of mine, where like you're like donations subtract time because programs are built in to let that happen. I tried to do that. They said no. Maybe your community will say yes. Always ask for mercy. Beg for it even. Maybe they will grant it.
You're like the Patrick meme where it's just like you telling the chat who's Patrick. It's like put on the lid. It's like the lid. The lid.
The lid.
The lid.
The lid.
The lid.
$5 donation, $10 donation, $5 donations, 50 subs. No!
That's what would happen though. Like literally someone would direct donate for a specific goal and then they would like be like, oh yeah, hold on. And then they donate subs. And they're like, there we go. Fixed it to like undo the time removal. And I was like, I can't.
That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works.
Oh man, you're the problem. Oh man.
But Ren, thank you for finally joining us. And we're gonna return you back to your subathon purgatory, where you are not allowed to leave and you'll be stuck there forever. I tried
to delete the timer on the 31st and it just keeps reappearing and it won't go away. I'm crying. I'm screaming, help, help.
December 31st comes around. You're like, okay, subathon over, delete the timer. You wake up next morning. You sit down at OBS. It's January 1st. You open it up.
OBS is back on.
The subathon counter is back and it's holding a gun.
Oh my god. Oh man.
No, but honestly, thank you for taking the time to join us here on the GamerBreakfast. If you guys haven't checked out Ren yet, what GamerBreakfast?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Jamers Breakfast.
James.
That's our producer, James Breakfast.
James Breakfast, great guy.
Yeah, he sounds like a cool dude. I'd like to meet him someday.
Yeah, we all would. So we can end our suffering. If you guys didn't go and check out Ren yet, make sure you go check out all of her links are going to be in the description below. Ren, is there anything else that you'd like to say to the lovely people before you head out?
Well, thanks for coming on by and watching, and thank you for having me on today. This has been really fun.
Oh, it's been a blast.
I will say, like, it is nice to actually be able to like see you both when I
know,
haven't
right?
been able to talk to
Oh.
anyone in 6 months.
Like I said, now we ship you back to Subathon Purgatory, where you belong.
Oh, man, where you
This is your
belong.
brief respite of freedom.
The brief 3 hours of freedom.
Oh.
They were so
Now back.
Get
back in there.
Oh man, yeah, it's been lovely to get to talk to you.
You as well.
And what we usually like to do with our guests is like we sometimes like to bring them back, and sometimes with another guest as well, just to like mix match it up a little bit. So yeah.
Yeah, well, if you're ever willing to have me back, I would love to be back. And
Absolutely.
if I'd also
We'll
be
consider
happy
it.
to like I'd be happy to like black bag one of my friends and bring them here too.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you're coming with me. Where we're
Drag 'em
going? We're
in,
not telling
throw 'em
you.
on the ground.
Just like Nagi wakes up, she's here, and I'm like, you are on the podcast now.
How did I get here?
Oh
Don't
man.
worry about it. Now I gotta go. Bye. Wait.
Oh shit.
Bye.
She like
I'm too
slid off.
big, I'm too
There we-
fluffy.
All right, Jal. Oh, whoa, jeez.
Well, okay, until next time, Red's back in purgatory. We'll see you guys on the next Gamer Breakfast. And Skoy's probably gonna say the thing, and now I've ruined it for him. Yay!
Put us in your eyeball. In your mouth.